Yes, good evening, all of you all. This is Abigail, Sisula, Delicia, Aileen, Anna, Kia, Malika, 2, 4, 5, 8. Yeah, good evening, Kia. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Aileen, why were you absent yesterday, Aileen? You know about the timings? Okay, I told you, right? Until your school starts 4:30. Fine. When is your science class, students? When do you have science online? Thursday? Okay, what time you told me, Abigail? 3:30, right? 3:30 to 5. So maths I'll conduct from 5 students. From tomorrow, 4:30 I told you, I'll conduct from 5. 5 to 6:30, 6 or 6:30. Okay, we completed. Did you go through the recording, Island? Recording classes? Done? Fine. Anya has joined. Is Amy online? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Delicia? This is Delicia online. Delicia, Dia. Delicia, did you understand? Your voice is not audible, Delicia. Did you understand the concepts? Well, join late. What about Anya? Trigonometry. What are your doubts, Anya? Later, okay. Doubts in the sense from the beginning? Formulas doubts? In between, fine. Okay, trigonometry we have done, students. Next we'll start heights and distance now. How did you all feel trigonometry? Is it easy, moderate or tough? How is trigonometry? Very easy, Amy? Okay, for others, is it tough or easy or moderate? How is this chapter? Moderate, easy to moderate. So trigonometry is one of, if you all feel moderate, good, I'm happy. It is one of the toughest chapters, students. In 10th, most of the tough chapters will be like trigonometry, circles, trigonometry stuff, then you'll have tangent, okay, volume and cube. So trigonometry is also fine. Volume and cube is the toughest. So if you're able to solve trigonometry question, if you feel it is easy or moderate, so even the other chapters also will be the same. Okay, trigonometry. Heights and distance is even more easier. Only two concepts in heights and distance. Three, sine, cos, tan. Fine. And trigonometry, as you keep solving trigonometry, you should understand few logics. I'll just quickly tell you all that. We'll start heights and distance. I'll go through yesterday's class. I'll go through later. Okay, that was yesterday's was important. I did some previous year question and one cube question. So that cube question is important. Now, just one simple thing, a reminder. Reminder is, see, whenever you're getting values like this, students, whenever you get 1 minus sine square a divided by 1 plus sine a. How do you solve this question? Whenever there is 1 minus or 1 plus along with some value, which formula can we apply? 1 you can consider it as 1 square and sine square a, right? Can we apply a square minus b square so that you get 1 plus sine a into 1 minus? sin A divided by 1 plus sin A. We'll get simple questions for MCQ. You can cancel this. The answer is 1 minus sin A. So remember this concept. Whenever you have 1 along with any value, 1 square plus, not plus, 1 minus sin square A, convert it. Or even if it is 1 plus is also fine. 1 plus sin square A is given. Look here, 1 plus sin square A. Do we have any formula for 1 plus sin square A? Can we use it? Can we use A square minus B square? No, no, it doesn't become cos square A. How can it become cos square A? What is sin square A plus cos square A? 1, right? So if sin goes to the other side, becomes minus sin square A. So this, what you will do is keep 1 as it is, students. Keep 1 as it is and plus as it is. In place of sin square A, what you have to substitute? If cos goes to the other side, it becomes 1 minus cos square A. So what is 1 plus 1? 2. 2 minus cos square A. Remember this concept. Whenever we have 1 plus 1 minus cos square A, tan square A, sec square A, always go with A square minus B square concept or square relation. Remember that. A square minus B square or square relation. You'll definitely get the answer. Okay, even for 2026, they've given easy question. Use A square minus B square and square relation. Fine, we'll start heights and distance. What did they do today in school? Which one? Circles. What were circles? Did you understand? Okay. Circle starting it is, what are the topics that sir teach? In circles, what are the topics, students? Chord, radius, tangent, secant, and properties. There are two properties, three properties in that one. Few sums. Okay. Starting it is easy. As you progress, when circles moderate, same like this one, students. Trigonometry. Okay, now this trigonometry heights and distance concept is practicality question. Practicality in the sense, whatever we studied theoretically, all the relations, square relation, and all those, we do it practically. I'll give an example where heights and distance is used. Can you see the different images here? All of you? Can you see the screen, students? All of you are online. Can you see the screen? Trigonometry, very interesting concept. Okay, it's a very interesting concept. Practically, see, I'll tell you how we use. Right angle. Can you see a right angle triangle is formed in the first image? Angle B is the right angle, students. Angle B. And you're standing at point where the person is given. Okay, you're standing there. And from there, the light, angle C, look at angle C. So you're viewing at the light post. You can find the length of this pole. You can find the length of the pole. You can find the distance between the person. Here, this one is more clear. I'll take this. Through this, I'll explain. In practical, in real life, we use trigonometry to find height and distance. This chapter name is height and distance. It's a part of trigonometry, heights and distance. Okay, height is nothing but, from the meaning itself, from the chapter's name itself, height is nothing but height of the building. You can easily find height of the building, students. Just by using trigonometry concept, you can find the height of the building. This one. Doesn't it look like right angle triangle? Observe. Look, a right angle triangle. This is a right angle triangle. This height of the building is 90 degree. Here it is 90. Look how interesting. You can find this height 90 degree. You can name this as A, B, and C. Now, a kid is sitting here, or let me write, yeah, this kid is viewing the building from this point. Okay, so this is known as angle of elevation. The angle formed bottom is known as angle of elevation. This angle of elevation. Elevation or elevate. Elevate is to increase. Elevate is increasing. Increase. So if you're standing at wherever this kid is sitting, if you're standing at that position, how will you look at the building, students? How will you look at the top of building? You have to raise your head or you have to lower your head in order to view it. If you raise your head and look right, that is known as elevate. Angle of elevation meaning you elevate, you lift your head top and you see the top of the building. That is known as angle of elevation. The opposite one is angle of depression. What is angle of depression? If this is the building, so from now onwards, any right angle triangle, just assume that as a building or a tower. This is a building AB. There are only two positions where you can sit, you can watch. Okay, one is from angle C. From angle C, if you're viewing angle A, you have to raise your head above. So this angle is known as angle of elevation. Elevate. The other point is you're standing at point A. Look at A, students. If you're standing at top of the building and if you want to look at a person down, you have to lower your head, right? You have to bend your head, correct? And you have to watch them. This angle is known as angle of depression. Angle of depression. Depression or dip, DEP. DEP stands for down, something which lowers the value, lowers or down. Angle of elevation is equal to angle of depression, and their values are same. Not this one, sorry, not this angle. Parallel line. We have to draw a parallel in this angle. This CB is also a straight line. CB is a straight line A, and I will draw a line D. AD is also a straight line. CB is also a straight line. These two are parallel line. Did I teach all parallel line concept for all? Do you remember parallel line? Over these two angles, whoever doesn't know, I'll teach the students. I'll teach later. Over these two angles related, they're inside the parallel line and interior alternate angles. Interior alternate angles. These two are interior. See, that is what I've drawn there. Interior alternate angle. This is C, this is B, this is A, and this is B. So we have two angles. Their angles will be equal. This angle we call it as angle of depression. That is when you're standing at top of the building. From there, if you see down. So basically, just to confuse us, they give angle of depression or angle of elevation. The value is same, students. According to parallel line concept, we call them interior alternate angle. So if this is 60 degree, what about the angle of depression? Angle of depression also should be 60. In questions, most of the questions will get elevation, depression names. Remember these names, elevation or depression. Whenever elevation is given, it is angle C, the bottom. You are standing in the ground. Remember this concept. Whenever the word elevation is given, you are standing on the ground. From there, you are looking at top of the building. And if they mention the word depression, you are standing at top of the building, and from there, you are looking at the person down. But their values are same. Whether it is angle of depression or elevation, the values are same. According to parallel line concept, their angles are same. We call it as interior alternate angle. Is this clear? All of you understood? Okay, next. See, we'll get back to this concept. Now, I give this as, let me give a value. 60 degree. Wherever the kid is sitting here, from there is viewing at top of the building. 60 degree angle of elevation. See, they're mentioned here. Elevation is you're looking at the top. The angle formed here is 60 degree, and the distance between the kid and the building, the distance between them is not known. Height of the building will be given. Height of the building. So basically, according to this chapter's name, we need to either find the height, students. It can be height of the building, height of a pole. See, these are the examples. Look at this. See, you can find height of a pole, first diagram. Second diagram, height of a building. Third diagram, height of a tree. Height of mountains. You can find height of mountain, again, building, towers. This is the concept I told you. Can you see, can you tell me angle of elevation? Which is angle of elevation and depression here, students? In this diagram, which is angle of elevation, A or C? Very good, angle C. What is angle of depression? Angle A. Can you see both are 30 degrees and 30 degrees? I will solve this question as well. I'll take this question. Okay, the first one and the second. You can practically apply this and find height of any value using trigonometry. I'll take one more question where this question. Just observe this question and tell me what is given, student. Two angles are given, right? What is the distance between two buildings? 100. One building length is 90 meter, and what they asked us to find? The building of. So how many right angle triangles are there total? Two right angle triangles. Whatever concept I'm going to teach, we'll apply it practically. You'll be able to find the height of smaller building. This is the concept. Next, we'll see some other question. Mostly these type of questions you get, they won't give images. Instead of images, they'll give you words. So if you once you learn solving using images, the words are also the same. Height of the building. See, construction also same. Okay, for now these three are enough. For now these three, we'll start solving. First thing, angle theta is given 60 degrees, students. The height of the building is given. Height of the building, I'll take it as 15 centimeters. Now, where is 60 degrees given? Is it angle of elevation given or angle of depression? Elevation, angle C. I'll name it as angle C. This is I'll name it A. Angle B is 90 degrees. Building will be straight or slanting? Straight, right? So the angle formed there is 90 degrees. If you place a protractor here, you'll definitely get 90 degrees. So wherever the building, pole, towers are there, see, if I place a protractor here, this part will be 90 degrees. This part will be 90. Okay, so angle B is 90 degree, angle C is 60, angle A we don't know. It is not required. Now, if angle C is given, remember only three things we use here, students, only three formulas. In 9th standard we studied this. Remember the fourth exercise? Fourth one? It is similar to that. 9th standard trigonometry. Look at sine, cos, tan. These are the three formulas we use to find the distance between two objects, height between the two objects. Now, this is a person, a kid is seated here. This is the building. I'll name it as B. Let us find the distance between C and B. That is, they'll ask you a question: how far is the kid sitting? How far, or what is the distance between the building and the kid? Okay, the building or the person, height is given. Now sine C, I mean not sine C, angle C is given. With respect to the kid students, angle C, which value is this? What is this? With respect to angle C, what do you call? Hypotenuse, perpendicular or base? What is this? Perpendicular value is given. What is perpendicular value? 15. Okay. With respect to angle C, what they've asked us to find? AC or BC? BC. Right? AC is not required. AC is what, students? With respect to triangle, what is AC known as? Hypotenuse. That is not required. They won't ask us to find hypotenuse. With respect to angle C, what else we have to find? Base. We need to find base. Which formula we use? Which formula we use? Perpendicular and base. Out of these three. Huh? Somebody still in Congress? What? Pythagoras. You told Pythagoras. Where it is Congress. Okay. What is sine, students? What is sine formula? Bhargavi, I told you use only three formulas. Yeah, in three formulas, Pythagoras is not required here. Yeah, we don't use Pythagoras here. Sine, cos, tan. In which one we use perpendicular and base, students? Okay. Dia, tell me what cos formula? Base by hypotenuse. Is hypotenuse given here? No. Sine, perpendicular by hypotenuse. Is hypotenuse given? No. Can we use tan formula? What is tan formula, students? Perpendicular. Very good. Tan what? A, B, or C? Where is the angle? Tan C. Very good. I should write tan C is equals to perpendicular. What is tan C value they've given? So tan 60. In place of C, I'm writing 60 degree. What is perpendicular? 15 centimeters. Divided by what is base? Base is CB, right? Yeah, base is CB. If you use this, we'll get to know the distance between the kid and the building, student. This is the concept. Is this clear? All of you understood? Want me to explain again? Cecilia, is it clear? Malavika, Ruth. Apart from these students, others have taught. Yeah, for others, they are good with all this concept because we studied last year trigonometry last exercise. Now, what is tan 60, students? Tell me tan 60. How much is tan 60? Root 3 is equals to 15 divided by CB. If I want to find CB, it goes to the other side. CB is equals to 15 divided by root 3. Root 3 is rational or irrational number? Irrational number. So how do you rationalize this? How do we rationalize? I have to multiply by root 3 into root 3. Remember this, students. Whenever there is irrational, if 15 to root 3 is given, just multiply by root 3 into root 3. This is how we solve. We rationalize. Okay, denominator. What is root 3 into root 3? 3. 3 ones are 3 fives are. What's the answer? 5 root 5 root 3. So what is the distance between the kid and building? The answer is 5 root 3. If you want to further simplify, we know root 3 value. See, root 3 is fixed. Remember 1.73. 1.73 is the root 3 value. If I replace this 1.732, I can get it in centimeters. Look here, 5 into 1.732. 8.66. 8.66 centimeters. So this is 100%. This is the right answer. This is the distance between the kid and the building. Height of the building is 15 centimeter. So the distance between the kid and building is 8.66 centimeter. Is this clear? All of you understood? Okay. Who didn't understand which formula to use? Any doubts? If you want, I'll teach again. Always with respect to angles, students. With respect to angles, we need to solve. Yeah, don't need to take down. Just draw the diagram like this. ABC. Draw ABC. Take C 60 degrees. AB is 15 centimeters. Take down this question. This is the first question given in your textbook. Exercise 22A. I just compared it with the diagram and I taught you all. So angle C was given. Draw the diagram. Complete this. And the answer is just 5 root 33. You can just keep it as 5 root 3 centimeters is the answer. This is one of the widely used concept. If you take science or engineering, trigonometry, geometry are most used concepts. The value of x is 40. Find the value of what about Kia, Delicia, Anya? Did you all understand? These three students? Oh, completed? All of you are done? CB, perpendicular base. Remember only three students. Sine, cos, tan. Don't use. We can use even cot, sec, cosec, but that is not required. Because basically cot, sec, cosec are reciprocal of sine, cos and tan. So 5 root 3 is the answer. You can just keep it as 5 root 3. Now what did we find? Did we find height of the building or distance? Distance, right? According to the height and distance, we found. I taught you all one question, distance. Mostly they won't ask AC value. Very rare asking AC. AC is the hypotenuse, they don't ask. According to the chapter's name, only the height and distance. Distance meaning the base one. See. Now, just the reverse question, just the reverse one. I'll use the same diagram, same image. Same, 60 degrees. I'll take it as 60 degree. This is A, this is B, students, B and C. This time we'll find the height of the building. The distance between the kid and the building is, I'll take 5 root 3. 5 root 3. Let us find the height of the building. In the previous question, what did I give? What was height of the building? 15, right? Okay, we'll use the concept and check whether we are getting 15. Just ignore this. Now, all of you should answer, unmute and answer. With respect to angle A, students, with respect to angle A, what is the value given? What is this AB we call? No, what is this 5 root 3 given? 5 root 3 is base. What do we need to find? Height of the building or, yeah, what is height of the building? Is it perpendicular or hypotenuse? Perpendicular. So which formula do we use? Same, right? For base and perpendicular, which formula? Tan. And what's the angle given? Tan 60 is equals to perpendicular. What is perpendicular? I'll take it as BC, students. BC divided by base is 5 root 5 root. What is tan 60? Root 3 divided by 5 root 3. If I want to find BC, what happens to 5 root 3? It gets multiplied, right? So root 3 into root 3 is how much? Root 3 into root 3 is 50. What is 5 3s are? 15. Are we getting 15 centimeter? Answer is right. Okay. So we'll solve three practical questions using images I'll teach you all. After that, we'll go with textbook question using words. Now, next question. You all have to answer. I'll tell you how to draw the diagram. Angle of depression is given 30 degree. Even if elevation is not given, what is angle of depression, students? This is angle of depression. What is the value? 30. 30. What is angle of elevation? Even that also should be 30. According to parallel line concept, that also should be 30. Look, I'll show you an example. This is also 30 degrees. Don't write anything. Don't write. If you're able to solve these questions, textbook questions will be easy. Look at 30 degrees. The reason both are 30 is two straight lines. Can you see AB and CP? Do they meet each other? If we extend, they are parallel line, students. In parallel line, there's a transversal line AC. Can you see the angle? Interior, what do you call? Interior alternate angle. So whenever they give question like this, I'll tell you the statement. They won't give angle C. They won't give angle C. So you can write, take down this angle of depression is what they've given. Angle of depression is equal to angle of elevation. According to parallel line concept, you don't have to write that, just mention this. Angle of depression is equal to angle of elevation. Angle of depression, you'll all of you know how to write angles, right? What is angle of depression, students? How do you write? Angle PA is equal to what is angle of elevation? AC, ACB. So if PAC is equals to 30 degrees, angle ACB is also equal to 30 degrees. Don't write anything, just go through this. If you have understood, we'll move on to the next one. See, this is how you have to write. This is the first statement you have to write whenever angle of depression is given. After that, just forget, ignore about angle of depression. You can start solving. Take the right angle. Okay, now let me take a right angle. Look here, a right angle like this. In your textbook or exam, mostly they won't give diagram. If a right angle is given, it is fixed like this. B is 90 degree, angle A, students, angle C. Okay, all of you will answer it. Stop writing, answer. With respect to angle C, which angle is given? Always B is 90 degree fixed. Angle A is given or angle C value? Angle C? Yeah, what is given in the question? I'll read the question. A boy standing on a tower observes a ball on the ground. Where is the boy standing, students? No, no, no. A. Standing on a tower, right? Where is the boy standing? He's standing on the tower. Observes a ball on the ground. Where is the ball? Angle. At an angle of depression of 30. Can you see the word depression is given? The ball is located 60 meters from the foot of the tower. Which is foot, students? A or B? B. A is the top of the tower. B is the foot of the tower, right? Foot of the tower. Find the height of the tower. That is the question. These are the kind of questions they'll give for board exam. If diagram is not given, just ignore it. Draw a tower AB. Boy is standing at A, students. That is angle of depression 30 degrees. That is what they have given. And this is the concept you have to use. Just write angle of depression is equal to angle of elevation. Once you write that, just ignore depression value. Just use angle of elevation concept. So basically what they have told, a ball is at C. They have given the distance between C to B. They have asked us to find the building or the length AB. Now from point C, what is this AB? According to right angle, what do you call? Perpendicular. Is it given or we need to find? We need to find. With respect to angle C, what is this 60 meters? Base is equals to 60 meter. Which formula has base and perpendicular? Tan. Even cot has base and perpendicular, but don't use tan. What is tan? What is the angle given? Tan 30 is equals to perpendicular by base, right? What is perpendicular? AB. What is base? BC. Tell me tan, students. What is tan formula? Tan 30. BC is 60. I'll write it later. I'll write BC. Perpendicular is AB. What is tan? 30. 1 by 1 by root 3. If I want to find AB, what happens to 60, students? 60 by root 3. Root 3 is rational number, right? Irrational, right? Okay, I'll rewrite this. AB is equals to 60. How do I rationalize? Root 3 into root 3. So 60 into root 3 divided by 3. How many times it goes? 20 root. Don't write it. Even if it is easy, don't write it. I'll teach. I'll teach you completely. 20 into root 3. You can just leave it as 20 root 3. Or what is 20? Can I write 20 as 2 into 10? I've taught you how to split, students. Right? 2 into 10 into what is root 3? 1 point. Okay, do one thing. If they don't give, just take 1.7, students. Take root 3 as 1.7. Let me take 1.7. Multiply this 10 into 1.7. How much is 10 into 1.7? 17, right? Shifting method. So 2 into 17 is how much? 34 meters. So what is the height of the building? 34 meters. This is how you solve. Draw the diagram, take this question. Just write it as example. It's not there in textbook. According to the image, I'm teaching you. Just go through the concept once, angle of elevation, depression, and read the question, students. Look at the image. Whatever question is given, read that first. A boy is standing on a tower. From the tower, he is looking at the ball. So he has to lower his head, not raise his head, lower his head. Question. Then write example question. Draw the right hand side diagram what I have given. Right angle triangle. Completed. Once you're done with it, let me know. We'll move on to the next one. In this question, what did we find? Distance or height? No, no. Why distance? Distance is already given. Distance is 60 meter. Height was 34. So both the types of question I covered. First one was distance. Now this is height question. You can even find the height of your classroom, church, if you're standing at top. You can find the distance of CB using a tape, students. If you have a tape, you can find that with the help of tape and angle, 30-degree, or you can take 60-degree, and you can find the height of building. And Abigail, how many questions did sir do? Or in whosoever class they did heights and distance students? Okay, just check. Total 11. Okay. Maintain the notes, students. Even whatever I do, I'm taking it from previous year and 3 textbook questions. So write each and every question. It will be helpful during revision. All of you completed? Done? 2 into 10, 20 you can split as 2 into 10. The reason I split 10 is I can multiply that with root 3. And the value of root 3 is 1.732, but you can take it as 1.7. Okay, next time. See, I'll tell you the different ways how they do it and give it in textbook or teachers do is everything is correct, everything is the same. In place of A, B, which value is missing here? In this, which value is missing? A, B is missing, right? So what they would do, they would take it as x by 60. It's the same concept, don't get confused. Instead of x, I'm not going to take any alphabet here. Any alphabet, I'm just taking the values A, B, B, C, A, C. So you can even take 60 this side, x. You get the same value, x. Once you find all this, you shouldn't write it x. X is equals to the value or AB is the value. We need to find the height of the building. At last, you write the statement. Height of the building is 34 meters. Don't write AB is equals to 34 or X is equals to 34. They'll reduce marks. They have asked us to find height of the tower. Look at this. Look at the one which I've underlined. The statement. Find the height of the tower. Height of tower is equals to 34 meters. And meter or centimeter depends on the question, students. The base they have given 60 meters. Look here, 60 meter is given. I have circled it. So that meter, if meter is given, take meters and write it as 34 meters. Is this clear? All of you understood? Response, students. Is it clear? Okay. So whatever I'm teaching you is advanced question. Directly I'm starting with advanced one. The other ones are very easy. Look at this question. How many triangles are given here? 2 triangles. So this time one height of the building is given. You need to find the other height. The distance between them is given. Distance between this. So basically 2 triangle concept you have to use. That's it. 2 triangle concept. This is a bit advanced. We'll do this later. Fine. We'll get back to that later. Okay, we'll start with basic, students. Image is done in your textbook. Question exercise 22A. This is exercise 22A. Question 1A was they'll give you 4 options. 15 root 3, 15, 5 root 3, and 5 centimeters. And a right angle, students. They've given a right angle like this. We already did this. This is the question I showed you using the diagram. This is 60 degree. We need to find the value of x, and this is 15 centimeters. Remember, we did this height of the building and the base. This is how they'll give you the question, students. What do we need to find here? All of you will respond. X. We need to find the value of x. You can just give random alphabet A, B, C. Angle C is given. We already did this. Tan 60 degrees is equals to perpendicular by base 15 divided by x. So what's the answer we got? Remember we got 5 root 3? 5 root 3. This was the first question. I used it in the image and I taught you all. Ignore the second question. Look at the second one. Question 1b is, try this question. This is just for practice. Mostly you won't get such easy questions. Just for practice to understand. I'll give it as A, B, C. If they don't mark any alphabets, you can write it on your own. A, B, C, P, Q, R, X, Y, Z, anything. The line which is straight, BC is a straight line, take that as 90 degree. And here they have given 60 degrees. This is 40 meters, x meters. We need to find the value of x, students. Is the 60-meter angle of depression? Do you think this is angle of depression? See, most of the students get confused here. Is that 60-degree angle of depression? No, that is not angle of depression. Where is angle of depression, student? Angle of depression lies outside the triangle, right? This is angle of depression. So that 60 degree is not angle of depression. Okay, if I want to find whenever angle C is given, don't take angle C and solve. I'll tell you how to solve this. What is the sum of a right angle triangle, students? What is sum of any triangle? What is the sum of any triangle? Angle A plus angle B plus angle C is equal to how much? 180. Angle B is 90 degree, right? Fixed 90. Then what about the other two angles? What should be their sum? 180 minus 90. Their sum should be 90, right? All of you will respond. Yeah, if angle C is 60 degree, what is angle A? It is just basic calculation, students. 90 minus 60, it should be 30 degree. Are we getting 180? Are we getting 180 when you add all three? So whenever angle C is given, don't start with angle C. We don't need angle C. It is easy from angle A, students, from angle A. So you can use this concept. Sum of angle of a triangle is 180 degree. Use this formula. I'll do one question. Use this formula. Angle A, we don't know. Keep it as it is. Angle B is 90 plus 60 is equals to 180. Angle A is equals to 180. What is 90 plus 60? How much is 90 plus 60? 150. What is 180 minus 150? 30 degree. We got angle 30. With respect to angle 30, what is 40 meters, students? With respect to angle 30, what is 40 meters? Is it perpendicular base or hypotenuse? Who's telling base? It's angle A. I'm telling with respect to angle hypotenuse, right? Yeah, I told you not to take angle C, students. Ignore angle C. With respect to angle A, what is given? Hypotenuse is how much? Hypotenuse is 40. What do we need to find? Where is X? AB or BC? What is BC? With respect to angle A, what is BC? Perpendicular. In which formula we use hypotenuse and perpendicular? Very good. Sine what? What angle we have taken? Sine 30. Sine 30 is equals to? Very good. If not, I'll take sine A. A is what you have taken. Sine A is equals to perpendicular. Perpendicular is BC divided by AC. Is it clear? Is Aileen online? Are you responding? Aileen, Abigail, Malavika, all of you understood? Okay, now we can substitute, students. Sine A is equals to 30 degree. BC is X. Take it as X. That is what they've given. AC is 40. What is sine 30? How much is sine 30? 1 by 2 is equals to X by 40. If I want to find X, what happens to 40, students? It goes to the other side, right? So how much is X? X is equals to 20 meters. Is this clear? All of you understood? They'll give you as a single question or they'll give you as MCQ. Make a note of this. So never start with C, students, and that is not angle of depression. Whenever the interior angle is given, use sum of interior angle 180-degree concept. I'll teach you all how to find even using angle C. First complete using angle A, next we'll start with angle C. All of you completed? Even this calculation is not required, students. Usually they don't give marks for this part. Even if you don't write this, this is fine. It is a simple calculation, right? Total angle 180, B is 90. If angle C is 60, what is angle A? Angle A will be 30 degrees. Clear? Now look here. Which angle did we take? Angle A or angle C? Angle A. Is it possible if you take angle B? Is it possible, students? No, right? Because angle B is fixed. 90 degrees fixed. Remember, in heights and distance or trigonometry, you can never take angle B or 90 degrees. Basically, 90-degree angle. Now, I'll. What's the answer we got? X is equals to 20 meters, right? Not centimeters, meters. 20 meters. Now look here. We got x is equals to 20 meters. That is basically the height of BC, students. BC is equals to 20 meters. Now I don't need angle A. We can use even angle C, not a problem. From angle C, what is this 40 given? From angle C, students, what is 40? Base? Is it base or hypotenuse? Who's telling base? Hypotenuse is always fixed. What is 40 degrees, students? Hypotenuse is meters. It is always fixed. Yes, it doesn't change. But with respect to angle C, what is BC? Right. With respect to angle C, what is AB? What is AB? Perpendicular. And asked us to find perpendicular or base. Where is X? Where is X? Is it base? So we need to find base. Now tell me which formula you use for base and hypotenuse. Very good. Cos. Cos angle C. Cos C is equal to Base divided by BC divided by AC. What is cos C? Cos 60 degree is equal to what is BC, students? BC is, and what is AC value? Previously, which formula we used? Sine, cos, or tan? Sine. That is for angle A we use sine. Don't memorize anything. It's a simple concept. What is cos 60? 1 by 2. Very good. 1 by 2 is equals to x by 40. Are we getting the same answer? 20 meters. So I told you to take angle A, students. You can take even angle C and do it as it is. Answer is equals to 20 meters. Just because it is given in textbook, I told angle C. For board exam, it is always better to take angle A and solve. We never use angle C, the top angle. We always use the bottom one, the one which is on the ground, angle A. Yes? What time will we started, Alicia? 4:50, right? 5:50. Okay, another 20 minutes. Up to 5:20 I'll conduct. 6:20. Why, Alicia? The class is there. You have other class? Yes. Okay. Who else? Yeah, you can leave, Alicia. You can leave. Go through the recording. Another half an hour, go through the recording. You can leave. We have another 3 questions, students. Those 3 will complete. All of you completed? Done till here? Okay, we'll just take 6 to 7 minutes break. After break, we'll continue. What's the time? 7? 5:55. We'll continue at 5. Who, Ruth? Okay, fine. In which one? No, wait. Fine. Others take break. 5:55. We'll continue at 5:55. Ruth, you can leave, Ruth. You go through the recording for the next half an hour. Okay, go through the recording and attend tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Class will be at 5. You can leave. Okay, others take break. After break, we'll continue, students. 5:55. Okay, shall we start the next one? All of you online, right? And Malavika, do you have any doubts? Cecilia, Malavika? Okay. What about Amy? Is Amy online? Abigail, Amy, Eileen? Other students, I think, yeah, they know this. Okay, what are the 3 values I told you to remember, students? What are the 3 trigonometry ratios? So mostly they'll give only 30 degree, 45 degrees, 60 degrees concept. So go through that values. What is the value I told you for sine? 0 of 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2 and 1. 0 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degrees, 90. Most repeated is 30, 45, 60. 0 and 90 we don't use much. But still only go through these tables. These 3 are important for heights and distance. If you know these 3, we know cot, cosec and sec. Those are just reciprocal values. Next, cos is 1, root 3 by 2, 1 by root 1 by 2 and 0. What is tan, students? Tell me tan. It starts from 0. 1 by root 3, 1 and undefined. So just focus these 3. Just quickly go through this. If not, write it down. Even in that, only sine and tan is required. Cos, we know it is just the opposite of sine. So go through tan, students. 1 by root 3, 1 root 3. Just 30, 45, 60 is important. Okay, next question. All of you have written or just memorized? Yeah. In the beginning, I had given all the values, students. So square relation is done, algebra, quotient relation. Only thing complementary was left. We did one or two questions. Now table. This entire exercise, heights and distance, is all about table, sine, cos, and tan, 30 degree, 45, and 60 degree. Now we solved three questions. In all three questions, only one single triangle was given. One single triangle. Now two triangle questions where you have two triangle. Question 1E. Just write question 1E or just write question student, question second or third. Write all the questions, whatever we are solving. See, a right angle, it can be two ways. One, you can take it like this or you can take it like this. Both are same. So as of now, I'll tell you what are the different types of questions you get. We solved only one triangle question. The second type, in the same triangle, you'll have two right angles like this. You'll have A, B, C, and D. So there are two right angles formed, students. The first one is B. The most important part in this triangle is after 90 degrees. Which side are we traveling from B? B is 90 degree. Left hand side or right hand side? Which side are we moving? Left side. The values keep decreasing like this. After 90 degrees, which one do you think will be 30 degree and which one will be 60 degree? No, wrong. The decreasing order, decreasing. After 90, do you get 30 degrees? This is the common mistake what students do. This is the actual answer, students. Why did you tell this as 30 degrees? This is no, this is wrong. You have to go in decreasing order, left hand side. After 90, what will you get? After 60, you'll get 45, and after that, 30. What students usually assume is they think triangle ACB. Do you think triangle ACB is a smaller triangle, right? This one, student, this triangle. So what students do? They think this is a smaller triangle, so they write 30 degrees there. They write 30 degree here. They assume ADC is a bigger triangle, then they assume 60 degree. This is wrong, students. The triangle might be bigger and smaller, but angles are not according to triangle. So angle ACB is a smaller triangle, but it is not 30 degree, it is 60 degree. We go in decreasing order. This is the first thing you'll have to remember, decreasing order. If it is right hand side, now tell me right hand side. A, B, C, D. 90 degrees. What is angle C and D? Which is 45 degree and which is the very good. Same decreasing order. After 90, what will you get? Decreasing. It should decrease. 45. The 45 should be 30 degrees. 90, 45C and 30 degrees. Decreasing order. Whether it is left hand side or right hand side, decreasing order. This is the first point. You'll have to remember. Okay. Now in the same question, two triangles. In one triangle, we have two values. Angle ACB, 60 degrees. Usually 90 degrees, they won't write it. They'll just draw the diagram. 90 degrees, they won't write. Angle C. The two values, this is 30 degrees, students, and this is 45. If they don't give right angle, I explained all this. If they don't give image, if image is not given, you should know which is 45, which is 30. It should go in decreasing order. Next, they've given height of the building. AB is 10 meters. It is a right angle, but assume this as a building. AB is right angle. They have told us to find the length of DC. We need to find the length of DC. Right? So, which triangle shall we start first? Who can answer? Which triangle? There are two triangles. Two right angle triangles. You can use any. So, I'll start with angle ACB. In triangle, what are the two right angle, students? Triangle ACB and which is the other one triangle? ADB. And in this, one more common mistake what students do is, last year when I was teaching, they used to take this triangle. Is this a right angle? Do you think that is right angle? No, right? Where is right angle? For this entire thing, where is right angle? There's only B. So both the triangles, whether you take the smaller one or the bigger one, it has to have B in it, students. It has to have B. So I'll take angle ACB is the first triangle. Let me draw ACB. AB is 10, C is here, B, A. Diagram is not required, just for you all to understand. I will split it. 45 degrees given. If you want to find DC, can we find BC first? All of you respond. What are the two things we need to find, students? In order to find DC, what are the two things I need to find? I need to find BC and no. I need to find BC and DB. If I subtract this, will I get DC value? That's the concept. We don't need hypotenuse here. Nothing to do with hypotenuse, students. So we need to find CB. With respect to angle C, what is 10 given? What is 10 with respect to angle C? Perpendicular is given. Perpendicular is how much? Okay. We don't need hypotenuse. They have asked us to find base. Where is DC? Is it an hypotenuse or base? Where is DC? Base. So definitely we need to find base. Right? Definitely we need to find base, students. So CB. With respect to angle C, what is CB? Hypotenuse or base? Base. Which formula do we use for base and perpendicular? Tan. Tan. What is the angle C? What is angle C? Tan 45 degrees is equal to AB divided by B. What is tan 45? I told you to memorize. Tan 45 is very good. 1 is equal to 10. What is AB, students? 10 divided by BC. What is BC value? BC is also 10. Is this clear? So we found BC. What is the other triangle? What's the other thing we need to find? BD? No. BD or DB. Then you can subtract. Okay. Complete this. Draw the diagram, students. This is the question. We need to find DC. You all try the next one. If you want, draw a separate triangle or just take the value from the main triangle. In triangle ABD. If you are getting confused, draw a triangle. B, A and D. D is 30. 10. Find the value of BD. All of you will complete this question. This Saturday I'll conduct a test. Trigonometry, heights and distance, banking, GST. All 4 chapters together. We'll revise Thursday. We'll revise Thursday and Friday revision. And both the angles are angle of elevation. Nothing is angle of depression. Completed? Right, students. Just the main diagram is enough. We don't need to split that. If you want, you can split. Then write the last statement. DC is equals to BD minus BC. Subtract, you'll get the answer. Okay. Anya completed. See, last year you all were 9 students. We had time. I used to ask questions individually. Now there's no time. Okay, I won't even shout at you all. If you all want, interested, concentrate. If you have any doubts, get it clarified. So this year there's no time. Back to back, there'll be classes. There are a lot of portion, 27 chapters. You'll have 27 chapters. Okay, so don't waste your time. When I'm teaching, concentrate. Whatever doubts you'll have, get it clarified and study. Next, tan 30 degrees. What is tan 30, students? Tan 30 is equals to, no, AB divided by BC. Okay, 1 by root 3 is equals to 10 divided by BC, right? Sorry, BD, not BC, BD. Okay, what is BD then? What happens to root 3, students? Multiplied. Root 3 is 1.73, I told. You can take 1.732. Root 3 is equals to 1.73 or 1.732. So what is 10 into 1.732? 17.32 meters, right? Respond. Isn't it 17.32? Okay. Now take this. What is the entire line BD made up of, students? BD is made up of how many paths? DC plus CB. What is BD value? We got 17.32. Or do one thing. Let me rearrange. BD is equals to DC plus CB. What we need to find here? DC, right? So if I want to find DC, DC is on the right hand side. CB goes to the left hand side. BD minus CB. Or you can rearrange this. DC is equals to BD minus CB. What is BD? 17.32 minus CB is 10. The answer is 7.32 meters. Is it clear? Understood? 7.32. This is the actual answer, students. Whenever root 3 is given, you will definitely have root 3. Look here, definitely have root 3. The reason is, can you see all these values as root 3 in it? Everything has root 3 and root 2. Even take down the root 2 value whenever root 2 is given. Root 3 is 1.732. Root 2 is 1.414. Just a minute, let me check. Root 2 is 1.414, students. Take it as 1.414. And root 3 is 1.732. So wherever required, use this concept. 1.732, 1.414. It will be helpful for sine 45 and cos 45. 1.7, 1.41. Done. Have you made a note of these two values? And one more thing, you have to memorize this, students. Yeah, memorize this value. Memorize 1.732, 1.414. It is helpful even for circle questions. Circles, tangent will be solving this. Okay, this is one way. In your textbook or some teachers, what they would do, if rounded value is given, if rounded off value is not given, what is BD here? Can you tell me BD? From this question, what did we get BD? 10 root 3. If we don't want to convert 10 root 3, if you want to keep it as it is, look at DC. DC is equals to BD minus CB. What is BD, students? BD is 10 root 3 minus what is CB? 10. What is common to them? 10 root 3 and 10. What is common? 10 is common. Very good. If I take 10 in bracket, what do I get? Root 3 minus. If option is given like this is how you have to solve. Whenever root 3 is given an option, we don't convert it. You can just write it like this. And the options given for this, they are given 4 options. In your textbook, there are 4 options. Answer A was 10 meters. Answer B, 10 root 3 plus 1 meter. Option C, 20 meters. Option D, 10 root 3 minus 1 meter. What's the answer, students? Which option? Option D. Why A? Hmm. Here, which one you're solving? This question, right, which I gave? These are the 4 values. You told D. Okay. D. Not B. B S plus D, students, minus 1. If root value wasn't given, if instead of root value, they had given what we got, 7.32. If it was given in decimal, we need to convert root 3 value. Okay, convert root 3 value and solve it. That's it. So did you understand how to solve when two triangles are given? You either take x value and solve. Next question. Now diagrams, they don't give us diagrams, students. Instead of diagram, they'll give us words. Question 2 I'll do tomorrow. Question 3. Take down the question. Last question. The angle of elevation of the top of tower. Top of a tower. Whether it's tower, building or tree. I've showed you all the diagram. According to diagram, I made you all solve. Of a tower from a point on the ground. From the point on the ground and at a distance of 160 meters from its foot. Foot is found to be 60 degrees. First copy the question. I'll tell you how to solve. Find the height of the tower. Is the question clear? All of you understood what I've written? Okay, I'll explain later. First, write what I've written. The angle of elevation at the top of a tower. I'll teach you how to draw the diagram. It is very easy. Only the key points are required here. Ah, 60 degrees and 160 meters. Yeah, 160 meters. Let me write it again. Distance of 160 meters found to be 60 degrees. From its foot is found to be 60 degrees. I'll just show you the diagram, students. Last question will end the class. You all try to solve it for homework. And for board exam, you get one question for 4 marks or 5 marks. It's a very important topic, heights and distance. The students done? I will return the question. Respond. Cecilia completed. Malavika, Angel, not angels, but Island, Island done. Okay, look here, students. In exam, mostly they won't give diagram. They're very rare. They'll just give you words like this. We have to form the diagram. It is very simple. Remember, in the beginning, we solved questions, building, tree, towers. For everything, this chapter, which triangle do we use, students? Which triangle we use? Right angle? The simple. First draw right angle triangle. It can face this side or it can be this side. Any side is fine. But I would prefer left hand side. Left hand side, it is easy to analyze. Let me erase this. Any heights and distance question, first draw right angle triangle. Left hand side like this. Next. You can name it however you want. A, B, C, P, Q, R, anything is fine. Okay, after this, now the keywords. I'll tell you the keywords here. Can you see elevation is a keyword? Right? After elevation, angle is required and 160 degree. These are the keywords. And where is this 160? What is this 160 given? It's a distance from where to where. Good. From where to where? From the point and read this important part. Yes, tell me, distance from which one, students? A tower from a point on the ground. What do you mean by that? Point on the ground. Okay, ignore that. What are we supposed to find here? Distance or height? What is asked? Distance. Angle of elevation is given. This 60 degree belongs to elevation. So where should I write this 60 degree? A or C? All of you will respond, students. Angle A is how much? 60. What do we need to find here? Height. We'll take it as X, height of tower, right? And can you see the distance between the ground? Do you think AC they'll give distance like this? Do we calculate distance? No. Distance is never calculated like this. Distance is always calculated at a flat point from distance A to B, distance B to C. Look here. The angle, I'll read the question now. The angle of elevation of the top of the tower from a point on the ground. A point on the ground is A or B, students. On the ground and a distance of 160 meters from his foot. What do you mean by foot? Foot of a tower, B or C? B. So 160 meters from the foot of the tower, meaning which one is 160 meters? AB is 160 meters. Clear? AB is 160 meters. So what do we need to find here, students? We need to find the height of tower. So any question, draw a right angle triangle, find the keywords elevation 60 degree, and check what they've asked. They've asked us to find height of tower. That I have taken it as x. They have given AB value. AB value is 160 meters. So with respect to angle A, what is asked? All of you respond. Try it for homework. With respect to angle A, what is asked? What is this? What is that? With respect to triangle, what is that? Perpendicular? Perpendicular is BC, right? And what else is given with respect to angle A? What do you call it? Very good. Base. Which formula we use? Tan. Tan which angle? Is equals to B. No. BC divided by AB. What is tan 60? Correct. Now it is root 3. Root 3. What is BC? X. AB is 160. Yes. Make a note of the diagram. Did you understand how to draw the diagram? Name the points. Yeah, elevation. Angle of elevation 60 degree. Just go with the keywords. Even that is also fine. That's the reason I told you what they've asked us to find. Height of tower. So if they ask us height of tower, the keywords are, can you see foot is given? Can you see foot is given, students? So they're talking about B, angle B. Even that is also right. So if you want to find height of tower, AB. And AME, sometimes even AC also they'll mention. Okay, sometimes this 160 can be even AC. So read the question properly. Here 160 from its foot is given. Foot. Foot meaning is B. Yeah, distance. This is the first class. Tomorrow or day after tomorrow, I'll make you solve AC question when there are two triangles together. Okay, try this for homework. I want all of you to complete it for homework. Over. Class is over. If you have done this, we'll end the class. Draw the diagram and we'll end the class. Yes, Kia completed. Take root 3 as 1.732. Find the answer, students. Okay. If you have done, you can leave. Attend at 5 o'clock. Hereafter class will be from 5 to 6:20. 1 or 20 minutes. Whoever has done can leave. Attend at 5 o'clock tomorrow. Yes, bye, students. You all can